What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another VOD breakdown. Today we're going to be talking about the quarterfinal playoff, FNATIC versus GenG. I don't think people realize how close this game was supposed to be. This was not a one-sided affair, okay? We have a current #1 seed in EMEA and a former #1 seed in APAC coming out here and fighting to keep their upper bracket advantage. These games are very close, 13-10, 13-11 all the way, and it goes to 3 maps here. But the main thing that I like to showcase is just kind of how FNATIC out experienced them and they relied on the right things rather than GenG, who was relying a lot on individual performance and firepower. And it absolutely makes sense, right? With a lineup like this, okay, you have a lot of people who can shoot. I completely understand why you always want to put yourself in a position where you can shoot and you can fight, but it's just more of like a right place, right time thing. I feel like they act on it way too fast or way too easily, and there's never, not never, but there's consistently moments where they don't have direction or like a plan. So the main thing that we want to talk about here are the extremity players, okay? So take a look at the buy, right? Rifle, rifle, rifle. Deagle, deagle. The deagle players are kind of these I don't want to call them superheroes, but the goal is that they feel invincible this round. You guys can walk up as far as you want, okay, and we'll be able to do something off of it. What I don't understand is why, number one, the pack isn't ready to do anything, and number two, why both extremity players are taking timings now, right? So, for example, if Meteor wants to peek into C here, right, Munchkin kind of needs to park himself by the door or by Rebel. He needs to wait for the push or something to happen. He shouldn't be exploring looking for a kill here. But he's run up here, he's popped his orb, he's mollied this position, and the pack isn't in a spot where they can capitalize. They're not front B peeking in, looking to kill rotations. They're not on Meteor's ass, ready to jump in C site with him. They kind of just give FNATIC a chance to win this round. And here we go, relying on the individual kind of just skill here. Is just whatever that is. Just shift walking in, hoping I get a timing, I die. No one's able to capitalize for me. I think, yeah, he knows that they're both here. Chronicle got the kill and Alpha did damage, so he knows that there's at least 2 here. There's no explosion coming in from these guys, and this player is already known about. So we're fucked. We're just literally fucked in this moment. Lucky is gonna get nervous and spam and then sprint away. Munchkin's going to take a timing where they know exactly where he is since he's mollied and orb. He finds 3, gets 1, gets traded. They run him down, pick up the deagle, and reposition. The one kind of open avenue here now is B. They know that there were 2 people A. They knew that there were 2 people C, so they're going to try to run in here now. Going to force a close range post plant against the save.
The vast majority of the firework and firepower that's waiting on the other side.
Trades go the way of GenG. 2v2 now.
I mean, this could get really dicey for GenG. This
nade comes out onto Lakia. And watch how they're just not taking anything. It's just far too late. Just far too late. Alpha's sitting there, he's ready. Durka in the advantage in this position. Rightfully will spray the body and defuse the bomb. And even though this is just an eco loss, I just think again, going into a match like this, where you win the pistol, okay, on your map pick, and you have the audacity to get ecoed. It's just so hard to prove to me, to prove to whoever else needs to hear it, that you are a championship level team. This is the type of stuff that needs to be ironed out, and that just cannot happen. Here we are with GenG actually ecoing FNATIC back. So it's gone 1, 2, 3 so far, right? We're on the 4th round here where FNATIC is saving. Durka brings out a hero rifle. I really like this call, especially since he has 1 off of his ult. I think this is a really good idea. Whoever called this, or whoever created this in their practice, I think this is a really good idea, and they're going to execute it really well against GenG here. GenG are kind of lazily running up A here. They're going to end up popping their rocket. Obo's just going to throw his blind, and Durka's going to be able to get 2. Now watch what happens here when Durka is on 5 HP. He's going to dump his gun off to someone in secret, and he's going to be able to use his rocket now if he wants to. This is great awareness here. Chronicle able to hit another insane shot. 5v2 situation now against an eco. GenG just being lazy and doing everything at once. They have people sitting back holding secret. They have a guy trying to go indoor. They have a guy rocketing into the bomb site. No one's on the fucking same page. Their scaling is horrendous. It looks like challengers. 5v2 situation again against the eco. A second thrifty they're going to just have to deal with here.
is so
Chronicle
rare. He
playing in the bomb
drops his
site with
rifle
his
to his
gun.
teammate, knowing that he's 5
Leo trying to
HP.
watch his back here. Notice how everybody isn't bunched in, right? If Chronicle has the opportunity to make a play, so be it. At the end of the day, we have a container. Everybody just needs to kind of like play the objective here. So worst case scenario, Chronicle dies without getting a kill. Maybe he finds out where they both are. Boaster can then take that timing and start flanking. We can use our rocket to stop the plant maybe. We have another nade to stop the plant, okay? We could just play this together and take our time. They are in the position to make the play, not us. Just wait.
He's got the rocket in his back
Dart
pocket.
comes in trying to protect Chronicle's side here. It's a nice break from his teammate. Meteor's going to shit his pants and whiff.
That was so
Karen left in a
clean.
1v5.
Not able to sidestep.
Just going to knock down one.
But more to go.
Tap and kind of just look around here. Weird kind of peek from Leo, but I'll let it slide for now.
Told me already that nothing is safe, that
One
nothing is
smoke and a
secure,
blind.
nothing is sound.
Ops smoke off tree here.
Yeah, you really don't know which way this is gonna go.
So I
quite
start
yet.
angling out 20
Boaster
seconds.
doesn't have any.
Alpha's going to hit a shot. Second 30 round for FNATIC.
Almost a
We're now in a 5v4 situation with the bomb down. We've taken away the tether from Leo. Okay, this round has become very, very, very simple. They're also retaking with an operator. Our pit covers all of Waterfall. We don't need any help. Texture, you're 50 HP. You need to act like a bouncer for Munchkin in his ult. What is a bouncer in a Viper ult? It's when someone who isn't Viper plays in a forward position, okay, and make sure that the Viper isn't the one who gets cucked by someone taking a timing and running in. As you can see here, this is a specific Viper ult lineup, and it actually bleeds on the outside of C site, meaning that he can just get out and play posts at any timing, okay? He has a molly, he can get out. What we fail to see here from GenG is anyone step up to the plate and talk about what you want to do in the post plan. Are we going to play in and fight to the death? Okay, if so, I want to see this molly expended. I want to see this tether used, this swarm used, and I want to be fighting with it. I don't want to just throw it and then sit on my ass and let them come in and retake here. Okay, if we don't want to do that, that's totally fine. I think that's actually the better option here. What we can do is we can throw a ground smoke on the outside that we can spam over, right? Or we can put up some sort of one-way on Ben and we can play 2, 3, maybe even 4 people out here. We have a Viper molly, we have a tether, we have a swarm. They cannot defuse the bomb. Pick one and fucking do it, because this is just sad. Time is ticking. Regroup is kind of just being called here by FNATIC. We have 2 people hiding in the Viper ult. We have 1 person sitting on top of the Ben position, and we have 1 guy watching the flank. 1 gets spammed, okay, not the worst thing in the world. Lakia now loses a gunfight here somehow. Son, let them come into the ult more. Your ass needs to be backed up right around here, so they've taken a lot of decay. Look at the HP here, right? They've just walked in, right? They literally have just walked in. Now, don't get distracted by FNATIC or Chronicle's HP. I know it says 19 here. Look at Alpha yours. Alpha is at 104, okay, and Chronicle is at 19 because he just got hit in a gunfight in the Viper ult, okay. So don't try to call me an idiot for this one. Karen's gonna get a first. He's 1 HP here. He's gonna get traded out. So what have we done with our swarm and our Viper molly? Nothing. Got it. Okay. So with an operator and the man disadvantage, they literally just walked in and killed us, and we failed to recognize the fact that we could have just played off the entire time. Sounds good. And the last thing that I want to show from this GenG attack here is just one more example of what I mean when I'm talking about not being on the same page, not understanding the objective, not talking about win conditions, okay? Let's look at what's online here, okay? FNATIC have gone for an A fight at the start of the round. Since GenG have heard that, they're now reacting into the B site. We have a rocket online, we're 2 off pit, and we have a from the shadows if we want to do some reposition. Code fucking red. Code red. They have a showstopper and they have a lockdown, so we need to do something about it. I think a pretty safe kind of understanding on how this B site works is there's 4 spots, right? As an attacker, you want to have control of 2 of them, and you want to be contesting a 3rd. So what does that mean? Okay, B main, if you're attacking, you probably can control with your sentinel, right? This is like a pretty standard approach. You can even apply in ranked. Okay, we can either fight for secret, heaven, or C-link control, and then we can get it, and we can leave a person or 2 in there. And then whatever remaining spot is left, we should have counter utility ready to deal with people who are coming into the bomb site, right? So for example, if we have B main and we have secret, we should have some sort of counter utility ready for heaven or C link, wherever we think they're heavier from. Since they fought A in this example, we think they're heavier heaven, right? So we have some delay up there. We don't see that from GenG here. We see Texture make some sort of timing chance play. I don't even know what this is. He's going to enter with double satchels, go into heaven with no utility, and then sit up there when he has a showstopper. I mean, you're the win condition, brother. You need to come back over here and you need to help. Another thing I don't understand is why is everyone so just obsessed with this like protect the president thing here?
That's where they were headed, but they have fully
We didn't use any counter utility. We're sticking on the first tap. We're not countering the rocket. I just don't understand. We have 2 swarms ready to stop the flood. We have a tether ready to stop the flood. I mean, the guy who's planning is 2 out of 8 on his ult, and the last round is coming up. I don't know why Munchkin is not planning. He has no mollies to use. He's not fighting. I don't get it. Free first blood into a second on a blind player. Now Texture's going to rock it. What do we talk about? We talk about using ults to win rounds. So why is Texture using his ult to get back into this round to see if he can pull it off? So he's now going to rocket a target, okay, who's pretty much defenseless, and he's going to get killed by Lakia. The lockdown is active in C-Link. And this just becomes impossible because they aren't talking. They aren't breaking these situations down fast enough. This is the easiest form of play for a FNATIC. This is the easiest form for them, and you're just letting them run away with it. GenG have shown signs of life. They've won 4 straight on their defense. FNATIC characteristically showing that Lotus isn't really like this map that they can just dominate people on anymore. I think this was a good pick from GenG. If they had anti-strats, especially implemented here, which obviously they did, they're just fumbling really hard on themselves. They're tripping and they're falling. Right? They've lost 2 thrifties so far. And take a look at this loadout. Do you have any idea why we're reviewing this round? You're right, because they're going to get thrifted again with 3 fucking ults online. How are we going to fuck this up? Let's figure it out. Door gets tapped. Smoke goes for C-Link, faking that we're going to B, keeping those rotators occupied. Meteor's going to run away with this op. Nice. This isn't bad at all so far. He's going to give up. He's not going to let them make a play. He's not going to get greedy. He's going to back up here, and he's going to hold for an overextension while my teammates come over. We can tether nade. We can molly nade the plant. Whatever we had. Anything like that is good. What are we going to see now? What are we going to see now from GenG? We're going to see bed shitting happen. So, both Nightfalls are used. Okay, Leo used his first. Lakia follows his up, and then Texture goes with his ult here. Now watch.
Pandemonium chaos.
This doesn't say 6 seconds. Karen has his blind. You guys just need to wait for him. I mean, you have so many ways to just stop the plant from going down here. They haven't even planted. I mean, they haven't even planted. It's not like you're hit by the fatal. You can hear. They haven't even planted yet. Is the fatal that bad? No, I think it's fine. I think it takes away the confidence from the enemy team when they get dropped down to half HP instantly. And I also think it's nice on getting a count, right? It's going to ping, 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 ping. Maybe it'll say 5. Maybe it'll say 4. You can get a good understanding of where people are. But just look at the amount of value that Chronicle and Boaster have gotten. They've gotten 2 ults out, right? They're still alive in the site, and they're going to be able to plant. So what's going to happen now from GenG? We're just gonna Viper's ult. Fuck it. Fuck it. Let's drop smoke everywhere. Let's drop smoke literally everywhere where people have SMGs and we have no sight lines anymore and we can't play distance. Sure. Sure. First blood for Chronicle onto Texture. Durka's gonna use his ult to win a round. 5v3. Meteor.
We're gonna have to navigate through, but Chronicle has gotten past it. Durka investing his rocket, getting another. The defense still trying to hold on strong. They're rotating out.
And now they leave.
This is a beautiful call.
And now they leave.
Wow. Just wow. Oh, wait.
You know what this round reminds me of? It reminds me in Rust where you are still like prim. You know, you still have like a bow and like a nail gun and like hide armor. And you're like traveling back to your base, and then someone's at the supermarket at night and they have like a full set of like gear recycling, and you just like cheese them and run away with it. That's what this was. I mean, like this was literally insane. GenG had everything possible to win this round, Okay, they got scared, used it all, and didn't even come close. They didn't even kill anyone. They used 3 ults, they had an op, and they didn't even kill a single person. That is a all-time moment. T-Dog, you're being unfair. You always hype up 100 Thieves or whoever when they take gunfights and win. It's about the context, right? If you are winning 8-0, you have no reason to stop fighting and peeking. Okay, the enemy team isn't good enough to solve what you are doing. When it's 10-10 and the game's on the line, okay, it should have been 13-4. You win, but you've thrown so many rounds. This is what I'm talking about. What do we see here? Does anyone notice anything on the FNATIC side? That's correct. Chronicle is dead and Durka has an Odin. I mean, wow. Can this round get any easier for us to win? We have the A control, we have a nice delay set up on B, and we have a deep C line. Does anyone want to do anything else right now? Texture, you do? No problem. Go right ahead. Just walk through C. That's fine. We needed to know if they were here. That's fine. That's fine. This is what I'm talking about in terms of relying on mechanics, okay? Relying on gunfighting, relying on individual moments. I cannot comprehend what you need to do there, why you need to push. What do you need to push for? What do you need to push for? Karen has gotten no contact on his side of the map, right? There's no contact over here. He's perfectly fine. We just prowlered front B, and it scanned nothing. Even if they aren't C, why aren't you just waiting for them to come into you, bro? Why are you so focused on like pushing through this and clearing it yourself and trying to be Superman? GenG now are going to have an impressive performance on the FNATIC's map pick of Bind, and they're going to be able to close this map out. I know I'm harping on it. I'm not going to stop, and I don't really care. We're talking about having individuals become either flustered or panic, and maybe I'm even reading into this too much. Maybe this is a protocol for when the B long player gets contact that you peek out of hookah. But what I do not understand about this situation is how we cannot stray away from this script that we operate on. I don't get it. Look at the context of this situation. FNATIC is planning to hit B right now, right? There is no short lurk, there is no shower lurk for someone to TP back to, right? They are planning to hit B. GenG doesn't necessarily know that yet, but look at this setup. I mean, this is like the Pentagon. I mean, Viper Wall, Viper Molly, okay? Double trip, camera, raze here, sky here. We still have we have an outlaw. We have our nade. I mean, this is literally the most defended place on planet Earth right now, and we decide to just peek. We just shit our pants and we just peek. Munchkin, Munchkin, hold on. Oh fuck, shit. Was that preventable? No, it wasn't. Okay. Texture, nice trade onto Boaster. No smokes available. Lakia full blind, being able to play in the trip. Gets a kill. The Flood's going to kind of come out here, or at least he's going to try with his pistol. Meteor's going to sneak out. 2v3 situation here. Wingman set into plant. 1v3 for Karen. Another situation he keeps finding himself in because his team is just so fucking awesome. He's looking around here. I believe he's going to get one before he loses. But again, like the main thing that I'm like talking about here is just like the situation recognition, right? The awareness in the moment of what is good and what is bad. How is it so hard to comprehend for this team? Again, could be a protocol. I could be overreading into it. It's also a bonus. I totally understand that you want to be aggressive, but I feel like with the context that there is no pressure towards A or shower, only the Viper fuel is being used, right? We have the ping, the information that they are still long B. I mean, we have literally an army over here of utility and people, and we just refuse to work together. Now, a lot of people may be confused on, again, why I'm harping so hard on these individual moments. Here, I'd like to showcase a good job done by GenG in an individual moment. What you can see here is a pack of players, okay? This is referred to as the pack, right? These are the players, the group who does stuff, right? They work the map. Sometimes it's a controller duelist initiator. Sometimes it's a duelist double initiator, okay? It could really be anything, but it's just the group who's doing things, right? So we're taking hookah control here. We're breaking stuff. Cypher, Brim are able to get a count that it's like Brim, Gecko, Raze over here. Now this 50-50 for Charon is no longer, sorry, for Munchkin is no longer a 50-50, right? So Standard gunfight, you know, we revolve around this. Okay, when we have information, okay, it starts to favor the team who has the information more. So Munchkin is that player in this situation. He now knows that the pack is working B, so he has a timing to test this lurker shower. Maybe he's short. I don't really fully expect that he thinks Chronicle will be here necessarily. I think he's looking for alpha, but regardless, this is the type of fight you want to go for, right? You have an understanding of what's going on, so now you start looking for stuff, right? So Munch is going to be able to walk through here. He's going to slowly clear these corners. Chronicle's going to take a peek, and he's going to get put down. And now they're going to get put in a 5v4. So this is what I'm talking about in terms of like using your awareness or your game sense, your understanding of what's going on the map to enable yourself in these situations. The thing that I'm harping on GenG for is that they're doing it way too often, way too easily without clarity, right? They're just relying on it. Here we go. Here we go. Look at this. Look. Just look. I mean, just look. You know what's gonna happen. You know why it's in the video.
Up, down, the disrespect.
And the cam showers.
Shit everywhere. Just literally shit all over the place. You've got to be kidding me, dude. Buy yourself in hookah on an eco round. You're not even playing the safe side. You're not even playing the safe side where you can molly and run away. Again, I might be just, you know, being a big hard ass here because there is a 3-stack short A, right? So they should technically be able to TP and crunch and kill these people if he does get into a gunfight like this. Okay. Boaster's now going to pump the run-in. Some smokes are going to get dropped. Nade's going to go through the TP.
Decide to speed up off of that, though.
Well, it's interesting. Hey, there's a lot of space.
Lucky's going to walk down long by himself and die. Sorry, it wasn't even Boaster who dropped the smokes. It was actually Charon. So Charon invested 2 smokes for Lackey to be able to hide behind and live, and then he walked down long. So, Merry Christmas, everybody, and Happy New Year, GenG. GenG are now on a great start for this map. I think this map pool doesn't necessarily favor them, but them having the confidence to pick Lotus against FNATIC, okay, it ending on Breeze with the comp that they created that literally so many teams are stealing and running variations of or the same exact thing. I mean, they have the opportunity to close it right now. We win this save round, right? We know that Durka saved a gun, but that's fine, right? We can deal with that. We win this save round, okay, we go up 4-0, ults start to come online, okay, we're going to be able to snowball away this game. No, we aren't. We have to make individual plays. We have to. It's like an itch that I have to scratch. I just can't stop. Watch Munchkin here. Great job just playing discipline and living here. Great. 4 people here, guys. Guys, there's literally 4 people on me. We can react, right? We don't have a sentinel, so it's good to take space. I know that you have this, like, just array of stars over here, but you can potentially move up here. Maybe Jet can even come with you, and you can take this line, right? If you want. Lackey up, you know, maybe you guys could double face mid. Someone can move away from A and maybe pick up the Halls lurker or the Nest lurker or whatever the possibility is here. Anything is good. Anything is good. Lackey's going to cheat away. He knows that they're comfortable on A, plus they have 3 stars. They're going to use the smoke over here. And here we go. Christmas morning. Here we go. Yep. Yep. Yeah, you watched that right, man. I mean, how about one more time?
They can't really find an easy way in. Durka does have a gate crash, but that's part of the problem of running a single Yoru is you don't have another way to go.
Is the idea because you don't have a molly, so you're nervous and you think you need to fight to the death? I mean, just look at the context here. We have a screen that we can play behind. Okay. I have a teammate I can play with.
But
anything like that can be good. Nah. No point. No point. Let's just fight them. Sigma. Let's just fight them. Giga Chad, Sigma, Alpha. 5v3 situation for GenG. Texture's going to dash out. Lackey's going to get caught. Durka, nice reposition here. Great 3K. 5v1, Karen. How many times am I going to say that? How many times is Karen just going to be stuck in the middle of nowhere with his entire team dead because they griefed? And he's like, oh, fuck you guys. Like, I have to save again. Now they're going to call me a stats player on VLR. So Boaster makes a nice call here, and we're going to use our KO ult to fake this. Chronicle's going to run up, make a bunch of noise, and Locky is actually going to ult the tunnel here, which is really good timing, because they now kind of have a count on where players are, and they can kind of like react accordingly on this fake, and they can come up A main, and they can come up A doors. What we're going to see here, again, from GenG is just the realization that they let him back into this game, right? Look what happens when you lose that Thrifty, right? You won 3 in a row, you lost, okay? Now you've lost 4 in a row, right? This is how the momentum changes in this game, okay? You got to understand it. That's how it works.
You gotta be careful here too, because the
That's why I stress the importance of rounds like this, giving players confidence. Karon, nice kill here. 4v4 situation. He's stuck in a corner. Great flash. And he's getting ulted. Locky with a nice kill. Kind of has to bob and weave here. Chronicle gets a kill. Nothing he really could have done in that situation. He's getting so ulted. 2v2 now. FNATIC cycling their ults nicely here. Chronicle, another kill. Multi-kill on the round, 3k. Munchkin revealed. 1v2 situation with light armor. So much util in his face, he can't even play. FNATIC on the same page, together, double facing, confident, shutting him down. This is how you lose games to teams who operate at close to or at a championship level, is letting them back in and letting them do whatever they want to you. And over time, here we are. After a completely thrown map 1, after a win on map 2, and after a completely thrown map 3, somehow GenG have the lead. I just can't even believe it. This is one of the craziest games I've ever watched in terms of how bad a team fucked up and they can still win. It's insane. FNATIC are going to fail to recognize that the Hunter's Fury is online. Okay, we're close to a Viper ult, and we're close to a Astral here. There's going to be some sort of combo play coming in. They're not going to get in front of anything. They're not really going to accomplish anything in this round too much, and they're going to get caught off here. I do not understand the point of this alpha weak side. Yes, I understand he has the fast TP. I don't think it's enough help. Texture's going to get a first blood here. Durka's going to get his. As he's getting ulted, he's trying to live. Ends up dying. Chronicle going for an equalizer in a 3v4. Doesn't see anybody. Meteor's up forward. Leo's going to get a first on Meteor, just doing whatever that is. Lock at peace before the wall goes down. 3v2. Not a lot of util. Not a lot of HP. GenG are just going to do what they do best, and they're just going to fight. They're just going to walk out and kill these guys. 3v1. Both are stuck. He's going to fall. And GenG are actually going to close out this series in a historic manner. Somehow able to win that game playing like that. I mean, GenG really need to lock it in if they want to make a run in this tournament. They're going to be going up against 100 Thieves next. My power rankings for this tournament were this at the start. And with this performance from FNATIC, they have greatly disappointed me. If you're a FNATIC fan, I think Boaster's fragging is going to be one of the biggest things that you need to be concerned about. I mean, he needs to find his stride again. I mean, constantly stink bomb after stink bomb. And I wouldn't be as upset, depending on the role that he was playing, right? But I feel like on this controller role, you need to be able to kind of like push people around and just, you know, be confident in yourself. I'm not saying that he isn't confident, because on this Breeze game here, you know, he does well. But I mean, the inconsistency from him is just really just hard to deal with. Actually, it's not even inconsistently. It's more like consistently underperforming, right? The inconsistency is, you know, when he's doing good. That's random, right? He really needs to iron that out, and they need to get on top of being able to convert normal rounds, right? Converting rounds where they have ults, okay? Converting rounds where they are in the advantage or have a normal buy with the Op or the Odin. I feel like the only rounds that they ended up converting were the Thrifties, and they like snowballed off of them, right? And we're winning a couple rounds in a row, and it was just absurd. The fact that they lost this game was literally crazy. This was a easy 2-0, and even though it went to Breeze, they should have closed it out way long ago. They had a 7-round attack, and they end up winning the pistol, and they end up losing the game to GenG. It's just craziness. I couldn't believe what I watched. Again, GenG not looking in form whatsoever. They need to dial it the fuck in. FNATIC, you need to figure out what's going on with your team, okay? Because that performance was really unacceptable as a #1 seed, in my opinion. The amount of situations you were gifted and how you failed to, you know, convert that game. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you for watching as always. Sport's been overwhelming lately. Again, thank you so much for it. If you're looking to get better at a game, you could join my Valorant Discord and you could check out the coaching options that I have. Other than that, open the description, follow along with all the socials that I have below, Twitter, Instagram, anything like that. And I will see you for more Master Shanghai coverage soon. T-Dog out of here. Deuces.